Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jumper here, bringing you guys another FanDuel MLB baseball lineup builder. We got a 10-game slate today for April 9th slate. The main slate game start at 7:05 Eastern. Really quickly, if you guys are liking what you're seeing, you're winning on your lineups, go ahead and subscribe to Fan Warrior Nation. Use the link down in the bottom left. Type that in your URL. It'll bring you to our website. We got articles every day on every sport. $15 a month. You can read every article you want. Get full lineups. Just come to the website. You can even try it out for only $5 a month with the link up in the top right corner. Use the code JUMP10 when you sign up. For only $5 for the first month, you get $10 off. If you like it, you can keep on going, and you should like it. So anyways, let's move into the slate today. We got biggest win percentage for the 10-game slate is the Nats have a 69% win percentage, and the over-under is only 7.5, which leads us to why the price is so high on Scherzer. And then Mets and Rockies have the next highest win percentage with 63, which is why Syndergaard is so high, and the over/under for the Mets game is only 7.5 as well. But then for the Rockies game, it's 9.5. So that's why you see a gray down here, because there's pretty high total of implied runs for both teams. Anyways, we're gonna start out with a pick of the day. I'm gonna try and do a pick of the day for each video. I try to do one pick of the day, a solid pick that I really like, and hopefully does well. Today is gonna be the pitcher, so we're gonna start off with a pick of the day. Right off the bat, we're going to go with the Cards pitcher. Alright, so pick of the day, we're starting out with Miles Mikolas here for the Cardinals. He's only 6,000, and you guys might be wondering why we're pitching him, or, give me some reasons, back it up. So that's what we're going to do. Basically, last outing, he only had one outing so far this year. He played against the Brewers as well, and he gave up 4 runs in 5 2/3 innings, and he had 5 strikeouts. He had 26 fantasy points, so for FanDuel that is. So he didn't have a great outing, and he's playing the same exact team. And the reason we're taking him is because the Cardinals had like a 6-run lead towards the end of his outing. So all of his managers just just throw strikes, get it over the plate, get the ball in play, get this game rolling, whatever. So his last couple runs, they're not too, you can't take them for too much. And he got 10 swinging strikes and 91 pitches, and he also had 0 walks in this outing. So he had great control. So that is why we're going to be taking him. Hopefully he has a good outing, and for this price, I think you almost have to take him, especially in DraftKings. I'm sure he's going to be lower. I would definitely take him for one of your cheaper pitchers if you got to take a cheap one. And this is also going to give us a lot of room to play with in the offensive side. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our catcher / first baseman. We are going to go ahead and select Joey Votto. The reason being, Joey Votto, like I said, we can kind of pay up for some bigger bats now. We're going to take him. He has a 430 weighted on-base average with a 250 ISO, which is pretty good, and the wind's blowing out for him, so hopefully he'll be able to get some good pokes out there, and this is one of the highest over-under games, so he should have a good spot in the lineup with a lot of opportunities. So I think we take either 1 or 2 more Reds. We're going to be kind of taking a few of the Reds in this game. And Philly just scored 20 runs the other day, so hopefully there'll be just a crazy action-packed game. Anyways, moving on, second base. Here we are going to go with Scooter Gennett, another Red, as I mentioned. On the cheap end, and like I said, any Red is going to be hopefully finding themselves in some good spots with some guys on bases to get some RBIs and whatnot. Scooter hasn't had the best outing, but he's also relatively cheap. We're getting a really good price for a lot of good opportunities. Yeah, Scooter's been kind of just floating around, but hopefully today will be the day. He's got a secure spot in the order. Hopefully he gets a couple pokes. Like I said, he'll have a lot of opportunities with guys on base and whatnot. Should be a pretty high-scoring game for the Reds. Alright, moving on to third base here. We're going with another pretty decent value pick. Villanueva for the Padres at 3,100. Where is he here? Here he is. Playing is Colorado, so at Colorado, they're in a very hitter-friendly ballpark. Like I said, he is pretty cheap. 3,100 is going to allow us to keep on getting some big bats in the lineup, as with Scooter. He has crazy numbers. His weighted on-base average is 423, and his ISO is 364. And these numbers, I mean, these are insane for a 3,100 salary. Those are insane numbers. That's up by like Mike Trout and Freddie Freeman. These numbers are right around him for obviously a lot cheaper price. So hopefully he can keep this performance up. He has actually the second best ISO on the slate today, which is isolated power. So that means as the ball comes off the bat, how hard he's hitting it. So he's got the second best in the slate today. He's gonna be absolutely crushing some balls. Hopefully getting some deep doubles or some dongs. So anyways, moving to a shortstop now. We're going to go ahead and take Colorado Trevor Story from the Rockies. Like I said, this is going to be a hitter-friendly ballpark, pretty high over-under game. Padres aren't crazy good, but anything in the Rockies ballpark is going to be very hitter-friendly. Trevor Story also has a .322 ISO, which is fourth best in the slate. So he's going to be hitting some very, very hard hit balls as well. I mean, if you just think, Trevor Story, fourth best in the slate, he's a shortstop, you're getting the fourth best ISO in the slate. That means, he's hitting it harder than Goldschmidt, Freeman, Smoke, Votto, all these big hitters, he's hitting it. And, Trout, Harper, Blackman, he's hitting it harder than them. And, this circumstance that he's given today in Coors Field with the pitcher handedness he's going against. So now we're going with outfielders here. We have one very cheap value pick, and then after that we kind of jump up a little bit for the rest of the guys. So the value pick is Jesse Winker for the Reds. Like I said, we got another Red here in the lineup who's going to be just absolutely given some golden opportunities. I mean, even if he gets two guys on or one guy on with two outs, you just poke a single and get them in, So that's kind of where we're just stacking the Reds a little bit today. But as far as like double stacking goes, I don't see any crazy games to be doing that. And if there is games or people already be doing that, it's too high owned. So we're just kind of trying to fade all the huge stacks today and pick some other value picks, which I think we've got a great amount here. Alright, so we're going to be going with Upton here. Like I said, at outfield, he's got a lot of upside today playing the Rangers. The Angels got a pretty high implied run total, and Upton's kind of a hit or miss guy. He's kind of been getting like 30 fantasy points, which is outstanding, or like 3 or 6. So we're going to go ahead and take him today. It's kind of our one iffy guy. Let's see his recent games. So yeah, he's got 3.5, 28, almost 43. So yeah, he's kind of hit or miss. 2 for 4 with a 2-run homer. So hopefully we get that again. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna go with our utility. We're gonna skip here for utility. This is kind of just how I did it. So we're gonna go with Paul Goldschmidt because we already have Votto as the first baseman. Goldschmidt is just pretty much, we had extra money to play with, and he's just given us a great price. This is normally a guy who's going to be right around $5,000, but he's kind of been struggling as of late. So we're going to go ahead and take him. They also have a very high implied run total, and we want to try and get... So Goldschmidt here, he's going to be one of the guys who is normally going to be right around 5,000. Obviously he had a great year last year. He's struggling this year, so his price is really cheap, which is why we're going to go ahead and take him. I mean, he can't keep on struggling forever, so we'll try and catch him on the upswing here. I feel like he'll be very low owned, and we also want a guy in the late game for our tournaments. It's kind of nice, I think personally, at least, to just have a guy in the late game in order to, be able to still gather points later on. Alright guys, so for our last outfielder here, we're going to go ahead and go with AJ Pollock. He's also Diamondback. so he'll be in the late game as well. And hopefully these two can kind of get some hits off each other and get some RBIs and whatnot. So that'd be great. We perfectly ran out the balance here. That's kind of where Pollock came in. He was my last pick, and I figured might as well have another guy at the late game. Hopefully him and Goldschmidt can balance off or work off each other. Anyways, like I said, this is probably my favorite lineup I've done so far. If you guys want to throw it in, or if you're on DraftKings, just throw in something similar if you can. I know you guys got 2 pitchers, but this should definitely give you some options to work with and the offensive side of the lineup. Like I said, we got a few good value picks here. Even if you just want to throw Villanueva, I highly recommend. If we didn't take Miles here, Villanueva would be our pick of the day for sure. Like I said, you're getting for 3,100, you're getting some crazy numbers, and the same with Trevor's Story. You're getting crazy numbers for this. He's 4,100, so he's a little bit more pricey. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, use the code JUMP10 on FanWarriorNation.com. You get $10 off the first month, only $5 to try us out. Articles in every sport. As I said, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Have a great day, good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.